everyone and welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Thursday, March the 24th. Yeah, it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and somehow when I come to Montpellier, it always starts with I'm gonna go do and do stuff. I'm gonna go and be whoa. Why is my face all that red? Okay. I'm gonna be a productive person, and it always turns out to be, well, I've completed my night in a bed that's slightly more comfortable, and in a bedroom that's unnervingly cold. But hey, at least I'm not really that tired anymore. So, I was pondering whether I should actually do it or not while I was in Montpellier, because first, I don't have that much battery anymore. I'm like at 24%. So the upload is going to be, teetering on the edge of insanity, pretty much, depending on how long the video is. And well, there's SmackDown tonight. Even though it's pre-recorded, it's really complicated to find a way to watch it. So yeah. So to be fair though, I kind of completed all the objectives of this day, which were going to my university to see if my diploma was there. It's not. Coming to my apartment and check if my notice that I would leave the apartment at the end of the month was accepted. I knew it since Monday because what's the word? Well, the guy called me, so yeah, I knew it. Get an appointment for the day where I give back my keys, and that's also done. The fact of the matter is, I wanted to go to the headquarters of the transportation company. That I had to cross it out because, well, after lying on my back for about an hour, I realized that I was actually pretty tired after sleeping for only 2 hours and not managing to sleep 1 minute in the train. Spanish trains. I don't know. Spain is Spanish. Spain is a poorer country than France, and despite that, their high-speed train have more than our trains, despite the fact that they probably don't have double-decker trains. There's a screen that airs a movie, and on between the seats there's this little station where you can plug in some earphones, even though there are some that are given to you by the train company, and and you can therefore listen to the movie, or you can listen to the radio, and that's pretty rad, Also, their trains are on time, which is something that admittedly happens in like 90% of the cases in France, but on time means that it leaves either at the time announced or within the 5 minutes after that time announced, which is a lot of bullshit, to be quite honest. Because that means that if a train is like a little bit late in a station but has a scheduled time that it has to remain in that station, well, it can shorten it so that it can go back on time. Which is, it is a lot of crap. The only time where they don't give a fuck anymore is if the train runs later than 15 minutes. At this point, the train is no more number one on the priorities, so there's that. So it turns out that, much like I expected, the the main problem with me not getting an answer from the places where I did the the unsolicited applications was that I put a date on the application letters. So if it's the case in Montpellier, it's the case in Toulouse. Yeah, so I have to send another one. Um, but hey, at least now I know that I have to, to say that it must end on the 30th of September, at most. So I went to my university, and there was a blockade, and I thought to myself, I thought out loud, to be quite honest, that this is a lot of fun. Except what a blockade it is in the building where I usually have my classes. That I because this is the path I have to take to go back to my apartment. I went in front of it, and they pulled out the chairs and the tables that were blocking the entry, and basically the building was open. Like, you could at least do some effort to put someone who, or I'm not saying one person, but like, you didn't do it on your own, so you could have probably put like five people per building. That doesn't seem too unlikely. Yeah. Also, there's this thing that I've seen because there are going to be elections, I think, in my university, and there are people who want to end the selection that because they announced that maybe they should do a selection the first before the first year of the BA and before the second year of the masters, and I'm like, okay, but what about the selection at the end of the BA, to enter the first year? It's because it exists. That's the thing. It's not because we, as students of the university, when we want to get into the first year of masters in the same university with the good diploma, we don't need to be selection to go through that phase of selection that some people don't have to. I particularly know this because in my masters there was probably like 3 people who came from the university and therefore didn't have to be selected. So yeah, there's that. Really, that's my only gripe with it. I mean, the selection at the end of the first year of the masters, to me, is kind of the same as the fact that in theory you're selected at the end of the BA. You get a diploma. It qualifies you enough to have you have the qualifications to do a job, so you can either go on or stop. I mean, much like every year, but it's not every year that you have to fill out, kind of an application, really. So yeah, at the end of the first year, you have a diploma. It's not recognized as such by the educative system, but a lot of universities still do deliver it, and people in the professional world, the corporate world, do understand that it is still a thing. I mean, even on some websites, because we're still in an era where there are people who are finding jobs who were there before the reformation of the educative system after high school, because before we had all of Europe had their different systems, and then it was standardized into the BA, the Masters, and the PhD into the system, the LMD system, from Bologna. So yeah, there was that. So that's kind of my only gripe, you know. So yeah, 10 minutes. I mean that's okay because I also have to take a train, and I haven't booked ticket yet. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you all. Bye bye. Fuck. I mean, I'll blame me. Don't know lack of sync again.